The Lightning beat the Canadiens for their fourth straight win. I'm Steve Versick with your Daily Strike for Monday, February 10th, 2025. The Lightning were in Montreal for the second half of a back-to-back. Andre Vasilevsky would get that start even after starting Saturday in Detroit. Nikita Kucherov took part in warm-ups, but was a late scratch with an upper body injury. The Bolts, though, once again scored first.
The right wing to the red line, across the blue line, a little pass blocked. Foiled rush chance there for Point, but Hagel makes a steal, feeds it in front. Nick Paul, backhand shot, score! A big-time turnover by the Canadiens.
For Paul, it's his 16th goal of the season and his second goal in as many games. Then about 3.5 minutes later,
Perbix jams it up the middle. Hedman, he'll tap it out to Girgensons. Now Cirelli for Gonçalves. He'll be an on-man rush across the line in front. Hedman, score! Hedman! Another assist for Girgensons.
For Heddy, it's his 8th of the season, and the Lightning had 2 goals on just 2 shots. The Canadiens would then get a late power play goal from Brayden Gallagher, and it was 2-1 at the break. Quickly in the second, the Bolts would add on.
Victor Hedman, right corner against left circle Point. Score! Dobesh was on the ice laying at his belly. The net was wide open for Brayden Point, who finishes on the power play. 3-1 Lightning.
For Point, it's his 31st goal, and that's tied for third most in the NHL this season. It was also his 13th power play goal, tying him with Jake Guentzel for the most in the league. The Canadiens would then switch goalies to Sam Montembeault. It was the second straight game that an opponent made a goalie switch. Then nearly 6 minutes later,
and then Girgensons does win the draw. The left circle, Atkinson check. Gets up from Eyssimont left circle. Eyssimont looks to deal in front. Atkinson open for Girgensons. Score! There it is! Zemgus Girgensons! Finally! His first goal of the year! What a play by Atkinson!
For Girgensons, it's his first goal as a member of the Lightning, and the bench went crazy. He talked about the goal with Gabby Shirley on FanDuel Sports Network.
Yeah, it definitely feels nice to get that one. Well, I credit to Aki there. He found me unopened, so it wasn't a hard one.
Montreal would add a goal from Dvorak, and it was 4-2 heading to the third period. About halfway through that period, Brayden Gallagher got his second of the game, and it was 4-3. The Canadiens would then pull their goalie late.
Brandon Hagel trying to hold it in. He could not. It bounces out to center ice off a clear from Caulfield. McDonough, left side feed Guentzel toward the open net. Block, rebound Hagel. Block, rebound Guentzel. High slot Cirelli. Score! Anthony Cirelli! His 20th goal this year. Empty netter.
That ties Cirelli's career high for goals with 20, and it was his 12th multi-point game of the season. So the Lightning win 5-3. They've now won 4 straight games. John Cooper on getting all 8 points this week.
You know, we were, I think, 3-9 in the division going into these 4 games, and so it was pivotal. We got points, and you know, I guess we were a little greedy. We got 8 of them, but I got to tip my hat to the goalie. He played all 4, played the back-to-back, saw a lot of rubber the last 2 nights, and did a heck of a job for us.
Victor Hedman on the 4 divisional wins.
Divisional matchups, 4 and 6. Right before the break, you know, your mind can kind of swivel off a little bit, but guys stay true to their task, and yeah, big sweep for us in this, old divisional game.
Brayden Point liked their compete level.
Obviously, some games been pulled out by Vaz, getting outshot, but our compete and finishing our chances when we get them, I think, has been great for this last little stretch, and hopefully after the break it just continues like that.
This is the first time that the Lightning have won 4 straight Atlantic Division games since the 2019-2020 season, when they won 6 in a row during a 10-game win streak across December and January. Andre Vasilevsky got all 4 wins this week. That gives him 25 on the season. It's the 8th straight season he's reached that mark. The Lightning now have the next 2 weeks off for the 4 Nations face-off break. Their next game will be at home on Sunday, February 23rd, when they host the Seattle Kraken. The Bolts are 31-20-4 this season for 66 points. That's good for third place in the Atlantic Division, just 2 points behind Toronto for second, and 5 points behind the Panthers for first, but the Bolts have 2 games in hand. The Lightning have 27 games remaining this season. 5 Lightning players will take part in the 4 Nations face-off this week that starts on Wednesday night. Brayden Point, Anthony Cirelli, and Brandon Hagel will all play for Team Canada, coached by head coach John Cooper. Victor Hedman will be the captain for Team Sweden, and Jake Guentzel will play for Team USA. You can watch these games on TNT and ESPN.
This day in Lightning history.
It was on this date in 2002 that Jay Feaster was announced as the new general manager of the Lightning. He served as the architect of a Bolts team that would accomplish 4 straight playoff appearances and capture the 2004 Stanley Cup championship. Thank you for listening to The Daily Strike for Monday, February 10th, 2025. I'm Steve Versick, where every day is hockey day.